Hey, what's up? Hope you're enjoying your weekend. I'm bored out of my mind. Yeah, yeah, I'm bored out of my mind. I'm your nosy neighbor lady. This is your nosy neighbor lady show, but I have been seeing videos from black women in particularly where men are making black women lose their religion. It's very fascinating because I saw one girl on one end of the spectrum, and she was a virgin. And now she don't really believe in God because it gives her the freedom to be more, I guess, comfortable with her sexuality and not feeling like, oh, I'm gonna go to hell because I'm promiscuous, or I'm gonna go to hell if I don't get married and have sex, or I can't engage in intercourse if I'm. But what's the other end of the spectrum? Because I kind of want to hit both of them kind of interchangeably. The other end is, oh, I got married and it didn't work out. Because we've kind of, and these women are overseas or of African descent, and I did see another black woman who got married and regretting it, but I don't think she went into religion. I think the one lady name is Brenny or something like that. I'm not really sure. I'm not really into her content. I'm not really familiar with her. But I cover more so ideas and concepts versus details because I can't even keep up with the details of my own life, girl. But it's just like, why is it that it takes a man or a relationship to make you lose your religion? Because it would seem to me, or lack thereof a relationship, that you wasn't into God like that anyway? Or all your prayers was just for a man? It wasn't for peace, it wasn't for wealth, it wasn't for health, happiness, kindness, success, even. Even as a woman, I went to church a lot. When my children were younger, I belonged to a church, went to the church for like 7 years. My kids actually drew me closer to God because I felt like if they didn't have a real father, at least they could have the Lord, our Father, God. And as a person, yeah, I'm struggling with my religion now, but I think I'm kind of finding a foundation or a basis of how I kind of feel because I can't just not believe in anything. Just because the type of person I am, I just could not believe in nothing. But it's like, if your whole religion was based on being a wife or being married or being a sidekick to a man, you never really saw value in God and you never really saw value in yourself. And I understand wanting a stable relationship, wanting a stable home, wanting to be married when you reproduce, but coming from the black community and just willful ignorance that sometimes are black women at the circumstances around you and who you're dating and mating with. Very few people see married grow up in married homes in black communities. Very few people. And if we talk about African culture and, even with like black people not going to the Essence Fest because Africans are taking over and this we're African Americans or we're black, not African Americans, all these different arguments where I find that sometimes I love my girls from the dysphoria or however you say it. I'm sorry if I don't, but I don't really care what color nobody is. I'm not even like that, but I do find that Africans tend to feel that their culture is better than black American culture, which I cannot say because I've never been to Africa. But what I know about Africa is they have a lot of traditions that even the genital mutilation, any genital mutilation, or the circumcising of a woman's clitoris, or what clitoris, however it's like that's just a lot. And then for these women to come over here in America and act like they deserve this or that from a man who is on a continent where they have nothing. Yes, Johannesburg and these big African countries, they have cities and running water and stuff, but the majority of the African continent as a whole is pretty it's in poverty. And even black people over here, we're in poverty, but we kind of live a life of like we still Americans. We still have indoor toilets everywhere. We still have a better lifestyle. And I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just like, y'all thought y'all was gonna come over to America and be like, oh, I don't deal with this black person, I don't deal with that black person, but you're dealing with each other, but it's not working out. And y'all supposed to be so spiritual in African cultures, or black people are supposed to be so spiritual too. So it's like, if you have a relationship with God, why is a man able to flip that around? Even my grievance with God and the universe or whatever my fight is, it's not about a man. It's about the conditions of the black community, how they never address gun violence in our communities, how they never clean up the neighborhoods, how they don't ever tell the father to stay in the home, but tell the mother, keep doing your womanly duties, be quiet, shut your mouth, and you take care of kids. This praise and worship of idolizing a man versus God as an entity who is here to provide and who created us, and everything will work out and things will make sense in the end, and treat each other as, treat one another as you would have them do unto you. All these concepts that we learned, that I find that I cannot say that I've really seen those things manifest in my life. But even for the other end of the girl who's a virgin, she don't believe in God now because it gives her permission to be freaky. But see, that's what happens, kind of, I guess, when you push religion on children or push religion on women and don't really push it for men. Women don't realize you're glorifying a man and a relationship, not a relationship with your Savior, not a relationship with your Creator, not a relationship with the universe or God or Jesus or whatever you believe in. You just want a man. Like, that is some type of trickery in your psyche. Because, like, now I don't believe in God because my relationship didn't work out. God only put you here to be in a relationship. He didn't put you here to help other people. He didn't put you here to live your best life. He didn't put you here to buy a nice car. I don't know what people's life goals and purposes are. I don't specialize in that. You know what I'm saying? But I do know that for a woman to lose her religion over a man or a relationship that didn't work, when the number, data, and statistics say when you're dealing with a certain type of man anyway, it's not going to work. God going to override number, data, and statistics? Is it possible? Yeah. I'm still waiting, though. I'm still waiting. I'm just saying. I'm still waiting for him to. But I'm not looking for a marriage. I'm not looking for a man to call my forever spouse. I'm not looking for whatever these partnerships and companionships or whatever people are calling these things. We talk about it on the show, like this video if you can, because I want to talk about things that you all are interested in. And I want to talk about things that I don't mind meeting you all halfway with. But do I care about a man being in my life forever or doing this, or do I have wants and needs? Yeah, I have wants and needs, but I don't think one man could ever fulfill all my wants and needs. I just don't believe that. I think there's a lot of responsibility because I'm a whole lot of woman. Okay? But just being honest, like, if your relationship was built on a foundation of your man being the best man for the job and not really on religion or church or Christianity, and I'm not saying these things will make it better, but I do believe if a man and a woman is in sync and going one way, one route with one guide, that you'll get better, you'll get farther faster, and you'll be together longer because you both are focused on the same thing and have the same thing in mind. But to create a narrative in your mind all by yourself about what, I don't know. It's just really like all these things we're being fed on the media, social media, in real life and fake life, church life, work life, television, movie shows. It's just like, when do women get a brain of their own? Is that what feminism is? I guess, is that what make you a feminist, having a brain? Because if a man control your religion, No wonder so many black women, African American women, women wherever. No wonder they just are misguided. And I'm not saying not because they don't have religion. I'm saying because they don't know thyself. Know thyself. Even women who are like, I'm religious or I'm not spiritual, but I'm spiritual. I'm not. Or I believe whatever you believe in. If you believe in a man, you already fucked up. Especially a black man. Now, can you believe in a black man who is your father because he was there forever in your life and there for you to depend on? Yes. But 77% of households were single mother led, if not 82 or 95. I don't know the specific, but they say about 77. That means many black women or African women, or even if African women do have fathers, what do those relationships look like? I actually saw one show where these girls come on and tell their tragic stories, and I actually watched two African women. One was one descent, and another one was from another country, and the stories were so sad. The one girl dad was pimping her out, which we see in America. We see that here, sex trafficking. The other girl family sold her off to a man, and every time she tried to come back and say he was abusing her and beating her, they kept taking her back to the man. In these arranged marriages. Over here in America, ain't nobody arranged. Now, if you want to be done by yourself, you can be done by yourself. Ain't nobody making you and forcing you to be with nobody you don't want to be with. So it's really like it just leaves a nasty taste in my mouth for African women to kind of look down on African American women or black women. Like their culture is so much better and they're having better lives. I really don't like that. You know, and I don't think black women even look at African American, actually they are African American, or African women like that. I don't even think we got that type of time. They might say a little something, but they not making whole videos. Even the one girl, well, I am aloha. I got married now. Where the marriage? But she was African and he was African. I'm not saying they should choose American men. I'm just saying what is with this great African culture that is failing y'all? Is it blackness or everybody choosing wrong? I'm just trying to figure it out. Is the religion working or is the religion not? Was it about the religion or is it about the man? That's why I have so much friction with black women and black women content sometimes because you really wonder where these lines are drawn or the morals or the values or what are we really worshiping? Because at the end of the day, it's all black male worship. You don't know how to live without a man, the value of black man, the value of black pain, the value of something that is only hurting black women and black communities and black children, which is the black man. But we idolize and work even with the Love Island. Oh, they don't want to take two niggas to a villa. Now y'all flipping out. The fuck y'all go find them niggas? They off the villa now. Shit, go find them niggas on the internet. They want you got access to them now. Go get them if you want them. The fuck? Cause that girl don't want a nigga boy. The fuck? I just be wondering what y'all be on for real. That's why I just been kind of looking and just watching because it's really sad. It's really sad that your whole life is contingent on a man loving you and a man who don't got shit loving you. A man who using you, abuse you, really don't want you loving you. That's some type of psychological trauma and abuse and daddy issues that what they say may it be the love that I never find. Okay? But I don't know how y'all gonna feel about this video. Leave a comment if you want, leave a like if you want. But I feel like may y'all find all the love y'all looking for, all the love and happiness your life and hands can hold. But the shit is sad. To if you believe in God, believe in Him. If you don't. But if a man determine whether you believe in God or not, there's something wrong with you. Stay beautiful. Bye.